decision is made. I'm gonna make the index fingers. Do you think that the apple should be in the ring or in the index, Dustin? See, this red, when it's behind the blue, it's turned purple. So we gotta have that. Remember that. Gotta have that. So, blue first. With this, you need a 20 millimeters for this. I'm gonna use 10 just because I like 10. But usually straight line 10 millimeter will do too. But 20 millimeter will be good for beginners. So I'm gonna face the nail directly to me and then start drawing little lines. So I have to pull this out to make sure that it's loaded evenly on my brush, but not a lot of gel polish. Now, starting here and going straight, just like that, okay? And you go all the way down. Because if you turn here and you draw right to the middles, and then here if you turn, you draw right to the middle, this might be crooked. That's why I leave it facing me directly and I'm drawing the middle first to make sure everything is nice and straight, and then I can take care of the side later. Side is easy.
You know, I don't think any of us actually seen a piece of paper for like 25 years. I don't even think they hand that out to kids now.
Holy shit.
They just give them computers and shit.
That's what I heard. Since the day I left school, I never looked back.
Shit, you never even went to school. Tino skipped 90 days. 90 days.
My principal going to Subway across the street and he found us. He like, what you guys doing here? We should look at him and we say, we sick.
We sick.
Uh-huh. And he go, you don't look sick. And I go,
that's the coverall.
I feel like this is a long piece of papers.
When I went to school, they called that Big Chief. I don't know why.
Yeah, and then I call in, whenever we skip, I will be the one that call. I call into the office and say, hi, I'm Tino's mom. My son is sick. I try to keep my accent a little bit too. My son is sick. And the lady will be like, oh, okay, honey, let me write it in. I said, thank you, thank you. She had no idea that was me the entire time.
Just got clients and doesn't want to go.
So call your client and say, I'm sick.
Just put it in your...
I'm sick.
Honey, we can't say practice, 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 and then be like, take off.
Your client is not the practice. The client is when you perform.
Oh.
Practice is when you spend time after hour to practice. Client is when you perform.
Ooh, that's a good idea. You should add little doodles.
Doodle?
Mm-hmm.
See,
Doodle.
what is a doodles?
You know,
I never doodles.
You were a better student than me, obviously. Doodles is what you do when you're not listening to the teacher and you go in a zone and then you maybe, next thing you know. Doodling is how I found out I was not going to be an artist.
Oh, like one of those kids. When I go to principal office, there's always at least one kid just sit there scribbling and massacring the piece of paper with crayon. I'm always amused by it. He would just draw whatever and just massacre that piece of crayon.
took art class. It was so fun, and I was doing so good the first week.
Until the shading.
And then they did shading, and I couldn't.
Shading is the first thing that I did. Actually, I didn't remember this memory, but well, I remember it, but it's not profound memory. It was short-lived. One day, my mom finally afforded to bring me to like a class, an art class. 'Cause I always want to go to an art class. We just couldn't afford it at the time. But one day, she bring me there. So my first day, so we draw in a teapot, and shading was the first thing that I did. I saw the teacher also. Teacher didn't teach shading, but I went ahead and shaded anyway. And no one would believe that I did it. The entire class say that my parent did it for me. Even the fucking teacher saying my parent did it for me, I never went. Cause it was so beautiful.
Well, that would piss you off.
It would piss me off.
I gotta find your charger.
So now all I do is to connect it on the side. Then when I go back, I just utilize this opportunity to make the line nice and even. And when I say nice and even, if I zoom in, you see this line up here where the width of it is even versus this. Like this line is not even because some of it is thick, some of it is thin. So when you draw, remember the more flattering line is an even line. See, the thickness of the line all the way through is even. Not like this. These are like thick and thin. That's why there's a difference between good art and bad art. We can do the same thing. It's just if your line doesn't look even, then of course mine will look better. So a lot of people ever wonder about how they charge and all that. That's how they charge, is that they do really, really good, so they can charge whatever they like. Because if the other person down the street can do better than you, then you cannot charge whatever you like.
Oh my gosh. Karen said, I flipped her hands as mom. He said, have you tried weed?
And what they say?
It says, no, I'm joking. You can draw inspo from anywhere. Just don't overthink it.
Oh, no.
Right.
Weed is not make you creative. Weed did not make me creative. I just do it because I want to get high, but it doesn't make me creative. We'd actually take a little bit from it because it's my short-term memory is what I need for art. So weed doesn't help short-term memory.
I feel like, I've known a lot of people who never smoke weed and they forget shit too. So I mean,
but I remember our credit card. So I have impeccable memory that are obviously important for a purpose. I probably build with a kick-ass memory for a purpose. Not like the peasant people where they don't have any use for their memory. I do. I have a use for it. Gosh.
Hello, it's me. I don't think you missed too much. I went back in because I'm trying to familiarize myself with the people who've been here from the beginning and see the progression of your work. And it's me. You really, really got some mad talent. You really do.
Hear this?
If Tino teaches correctly, you have the potential to be better than him.
Yeah.
And know that we say that because that is Tino's goal, is to create better artists than him.
Okay. Red.
I was like, baby, that's awful nice.
Well, Kurt, I'm probably gonna retire in like 5 years.
Ooh. Alright, we just lost the whole to-do.
Oh.
Oh, it's a little... I'm gonna put a little weight on the back of that. How's this?
Sure. Alright. After curing, God, look at this pencil. I couldn't keep my eye off it. Alright. I'm gonna mat the whole things. Tonight at 4, actually at 4 or 6, I don't know yet. We're gonna have another show. Oh, and I need to put mat on the tip too. I forgot to put mat on the tips.
Damn, you just started in December? Wow.
Okay, now, let's see, let's take this out. Clean my brush.
Is that yellow mixed stained glass?
No,
No.
it's just for polish. I just chew nail polish. Yellow outside.
What are you doing with the thumb?
The thumb gonna be a crayon.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, let me tell you. Having a smoker's cough during COVID, riding on planes. Oh, God. Hated it, man. One little cough and everybody look at you like you're dying. Or you're contagious.
This brush is a little, I think I bend it a little bit. The line need to be in a little more so I can see it easier. Let me see. Yeah, I don't see the line. It's too much on the side. It needs to be in a little more. I'm using a 20 millimeter, by the way. However, I accidentally shut the lid on my 20 millimeters. So now I haven't recovered it yet. It's okay. So now it's like curvy.
Ooh, Tino just got back from the vet because my dog attacked the iguana.
Ooh, that's exciting.
Do we need to get it something like that for our puppies?
Yes. The bottom need a little more gel. Remember your gel. Remember, you want it to be thin. You don't want it to be thick. If it's thick, you cannot draw a straight line. A pretty straight line anyway. When I draw a straight line, I always use 20 millimeters. 20 millimeter help you draw a straight line.
They say, how do you fix the brush?
How I fix a brush, I just soak it in hot waters. After I soak it in hot water, I go ahead and put it in 3D jelly. It will keep the shape overnight. It will restore the shape. Alright, so these look good. Now, I need like to try something on it. Like A+ or something.
A+?
Mm-hmm.
Man, that looks so real.
Which one?
All of them.
Take out my red. I need some red. So I go back to the 10 millimeter, of course, because these are short line. I don't need 20 millimeter for that. This is an A+. Of course. And I'm not gonna write pretty because the teacher handwriting is not pretty.
It never is.
Thanks for my teacher to hear. I have a very good relationship with all my teachers though. Despite of the trouble I cause, they like me as a person. They love me as a person naturally. Even though I don't do what they tell me to do in class. I think they talk about me too in the lunchroom and stuff like that.
Oh my God,
But
no.
all of them know me.
Because you're adorable.
A+ for me.
And then a check. What's the check mark for?
I don't know. It just says a check mark right here.
Oh.
So that's why I do a check mark. Now I'm gonna do an apple. Let's see. Ooh, I love it. Alright, so I need black. Black for my apple. I actually gonna use an apple for my next set.
An apple for your next set? So the teacher's not getting an apple? Your next set's gonna be...
Forbidden fruit.
Oh, forbidden fruit.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking...
I want this
Fest.
apple right here.
Oh.
I'm gonna take that.
Ooh, I like it.
I'm gonna use that apple. Good afternoon, Jenny. Hi, Jenny.
Good morning,
Jenny, look at the pencil. Look at this. Look at the pencil. Ooh, look at the pencil. It's so cute. It looks like a real pencil, too. Alright. Now I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna draw this apple.